I am an old telecom worker. For reasons that you'll soon find out, I will not be giving my identity. I just need to tell my story. I used to work for a telecom company, like servicing and installing radio equipment for about 10 years. I finished my apprenticeship and then continued on. Last year I was told to go install 5G antennas. The radios are built into the antennas as the 5G is more compact. Overall panels are smaller than the 4 or 3G and they're easy to install. After a couple of months installing these in Melbourne, one of my workmates fell in front of it while we were working. He was only stuck for about a minute before I got over to him and pulled him up. He felt sick and was running a bit of a fever straight after it. We reported the incident and we were sent home pretty much. They then told me that my workmate went and got tests and he was sent home, no worries. The next few days went by and I was just thinking that he was still crook or he's a bit of shock still. I tried calling him, couldn't get onto him. Tried probably a week or so of this, and then a week later the phones were disconnected. I asked my boss and he wouldn't give me a definitive answer. He would not tell me where he was or what had happened to him. I simply wanted to know where my workmate was. I then told my boss that I was going to see him, going to his house, see if he was alright. And my boss said if I did that I would not have a job in the morning. Obviously my reply was, what the fuck, I'm just going to check on my workmate. To which he just walked away. I got no response from him. I didn't want to risk losing my job, so I didn't go around that night. The next day, I got in early because I had to do some paperwork, and a black SUV rocked up. No license plates, no nothing. Showed up. Nobody was around, it was only just me. Two big bald men with black sunnies on told me to get in the car. I asked them why, who are you, what do you want from me, like what have I done? Shit myself obviously, and to which they just said a bit more aggressively, get in the car. To which they forced me into it, and it was pretty confronting actually. But yeah, we drove from I kept screaming and asking what the go was. They would not give me an answer for, felt like about half an hour. To this place, like a little alleyway type thing. It was just, buildings everywhere. And I'd never been here before. Couldn't work out where I was. But they forced me into a building through the back entrance. So it was like an alleyway, and they just grabbed me and they went around the back. Once I was inside, it was like nothing like the outside. It was pretty dirty and dingy on the outside, but inside it was like a factory. It was clean, pristine, clean as a whistle. Nobody was there. The machines, they were all off. There was nothing on the conveyor belts. I can't explain what, it was just so very weird. They then forced me into this corridor, walked down the corridor, and managed to see a door that was open, and inside there was a box that said medical supplies fragile. To which, I don't know, they just kept pushing me on, and didn't say the word the whole time. I'm sitting there asking, I thought I was going to die. I was honestly shitting myself. They just sat me down, they just, in a chair, and they left the room and locked the door. It was 10 minutes later or so, I'm just sitting there, and I've never been so scared in my entire life. Two men walked in, and they pretty much said, look, you stop asking questions or you will disappear as well. To which they just got me in the car and left, and obviously I went home, I grabbed all my shit, and I've since moved from Melbourne. I am too scared to leave my house, and this is a very surreal thing. So that's my story, and it needs to be heard.